name is Mel and today I'm going to be telling you about some of my favourite colours. When I found out the theme was colour, I didn't know what to do. I was like, how can I make a creative, different video about colour? And I still don't know if this is creative or different, but it's what I came up with. Should we get into it? Let's get into it. Roll the artsiness. Attempt to be artsy. Let's just get into it. The colour orange reminds me of when I was a kid. Small 4, 5, 6-year-old Mel's favourite colour was orange. It reminds me of my favourite shirt when I was a kid, of how when someone asks, what colour do you want? My immediate response was, orange please! It also reminds me of my ginger cat. Orange is also the colour of my favourite flavour of lollies, or anything sweet really. If there's a chance to taste something that's the flavour orange, it's going to be my first pick. Closely followed by green, which I'll talk about now. My favourite type of green is either bright lime green or a sort of pastel, soft mint green. The colour green reminds me of my favourite childhood film and character, Peter Pan. It also reminds me of the many times I've looked into some of my favourite people's eyes, which happen to be a gorgeous colour of green. The colour also makes me think of the West Coast and the times I've gone there to visit my auntie. Places filled with tall nikau trees, and the many tracks we walk down are filled with greenery. The colour purple makes me think of a time in year 2, I was about 6 years old, when these kids were teasing this boy who sat next to me because his favourite colour was purple, and apparently purple was a girl's colour. Stereotypes. Purple is also my favourite colour to paint with. I love mixing shades of purple and lilacs. Purple also makes me want to write so much about life and stuff, but that's probably because my journal is mostly purple. Most of my clothing that I own and that I wear is blue. The colour makes me really happy, even though blue is usually known as a sad colour, but it makes me happy. And it also reminds me of Troye Sivan's album Blue Neighbourhood. It's also the name of one of my favourite songs on the album, so... I associate the colour yellow with one of my best friends because it's her favourite colour. She makes me happy and yellow makes her happy, so I always associate the colour yellow with her. The colour reminds me of summer. It also reminds me of the band Walk the Moon and the stars I doodle in my English books. This little photo frame sits on my desk, and as you can see, it's pink. The colour reminds me of birthday parties I went to or held as a kid, and the colour is really nostalgic to me. Red reminds me of my favourite band and the era of Blurryface. It also makes me think of the times in winter going into spring when my friends and I would spend hours during and after school in the art room desperately trying to finish portfolios. And lastly, my favourite colour, it's turquoise. Some call it bluey green, some call it a type of blue, some call it a type of green, but they're all the same, it's just a colour, don't stress about it too much. Again, it's a little bit like blue, it makes me feel really calm, and the colour just makes me feel happy. The colour makes me think of wishfulness and hopefulness. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what it makes me think of. I actually have a bracelet on that is my favourite colour, and it has a little charm on it, and on one side it has a wishbone and the other side it says wish. Yeah. And honestly, I just think the colour is really, really pretty. It's very important. Without colour, the world would be black and white and grey and sad. Oh hey, how's it going? I really hope you enjoyed that little video about some of my favourite colours and what they remind me of. Also, before I go, I want to say a massive thank you to Lexi and Freya for giving me this opportunity, and sounds so lame, but honestly I'm really, really thankful. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Have a fantastic day. Bye! It's not gonna work, okay? I'm gonna throw all of these joyfully up in the air, like confetti, to get a really sick thumbnail. 3. Why did I do that?
But, yeah.